Hey guys, so today I want to show you how to make your dreams and ambitions a reality. And so there's three really big things that you need to do in order to start making progress and actually start making these things happen. So I'm just going to walk you through all three of them. It's going to be awesome. So the first thing here is you need to gain a conviction that your dream is actually worth pursuing. And the bigger the dream, the bigger the conviction that you need. Now this might sound kind of like big using the word conviction, but really you just need to know why it's so important. And the bigger the ambition, the bigger the why needs to be. And it's kind of, I'll explain it like this. So I want you to remember, so if you remember back in the days, so like when you're a little kid, and it's Christmas and you open up your Christmas gift and there's a remote control car in there, like one of those awesome, like little battery operated, like RC cars. Now those things were awesome. They were fun. You got like this little remote control, you put in the batteries and you drove them around and it was just really, really sweet. And on a bit of a side note, I also remember like after crashing them into the wall enough times, like they didn't drive straight anymore, and that was super annoying. But whatever, that's just how they went. They were cheap little things. But anyways, so like for that little RC car to be able to drive, all it needed was like those two little AA batteries, and then that would actually be given enough juice to go. And that's kind of like what normal life is. So we don't actually need tons of juice just to go and do the normal thing. It's pretty status quo. But the thing is, when you're actually going to be pursuing a dream, when you're pursuing an ambition that you have, you need a larger conviction that that's actually something that's right for you. That's actually something that you should be pursuing. It's actually worth pursuing. Because say, for example, if you're so say if your normal life is like a little RC car, like if your dream or your ambition, that might feel like the size of like a jumbo jet or like a Boeing 747 or something like that. Like the engine you're going to need for that to get that thing going and keep it going is actually really, really huge. You're going to need a strong conviction that that's the right thing for you. So that's the first thing. You got to get a strong conviction that it's worth pursuing, that's right for you. So number two is you need to walk the line. And so you need to walk the line between meeting your needs and persevering. So I think there's two different extremes that we find ourselves in. So some of us, we have these ideas in our head and we just kind of wait on things and never really accomplish what we dream of and hope that it just happens someday. So we're kind of just like chill, 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 just kind of look into the future and be like, oh, I want that to happen someday. Just kind of wishful thinking into happening, but we realize it never happens. And then there's others of us who we have this dream, we have this ambition, and we pursue so hard. We're just going for it. We're ready to roll, and we almost drop over like dead just because we're just exhausted and burnt out. We've just been pursuing this thing so hard, and we just want to make it happen, but we're just getting really, really tired. Now, no matter which of those two options, no matter which of those extremes you're in, you need to take the good parts of both and do them really well. Because you do need to figure out like, okay, like you do need to like, so if we talk about the first one, you do need to meet your needs and you need to make sure that like you're actually like you're not overexerting yourself. But then on the other side, you also need to make sure that you are persevering and pushing through difficulty. So there's a combo of both. So making sure that you're meeting your needs, then also making sure that you're persevering as well. Those are both really, really important. So that's number two, that was walk the line. So number three is you need to take small steps than big ones. So you might have this really cool idea, and I'm sure it's awesome. And maybe you want to do something that's a little bit more unconventional, like starting a business, traveling the world, doing photography, whatever it might be. But I encourage you, don't risk everything just to go and try it. Like you need to make sure that like you actually take a small step first and be okay that there's a process to get to that big dream. So yeah, it all starts with small steps to make sure that you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. And once these small steps, once you've taken enough small steps and you realize, oh, like maybe the next step's a little bit of a bigger one, and the next step's a bit of a bigger one, and you realize like this thing is actually working and it's awesome, that's when you can start taking those big steps and actually go really, really going for it. So those are the three things that you need to do to make the different ambitions and dreams that you have a reality. So make sure you get some conviction, make sure you know why you want it and are convinced to fight for those things, even if it gets tough. But also make sure you're walking the line, you're meeting your needs, and you're persevering. And finally, take small steps first and then take big steps afterwards. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. Talk to you later, guys.